It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Power Bombed in the Pit. We're two tag team partners who love loud music, comedy, art, but most of all, we love the people who do all those things and love pro wrestling. Today, our guest is Mike Morowitz, the singer for bands like The Roller Wet Lungs, Sore, Weakflesh, and Sexless Marriage.
Yeah.
And all around good ass dude from
Thanks, man. That's the best part right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join us today, Mike.
Oh, dude, thanks for having me, guys. This is cool,
So, I mean, I used to live in Austin. Like, we ran into each other a lot of times and stuff.
Yeah.
What led to moving back to the West Coast or East Coast? Sorry,
From the
No,
West
no,
Coast.
no. Oh, good.
from the Texas coast, and
Right. No coast to the East Coast. I think it was, my wife and I have a daughter.
Birdy.
And, yeah, Birdy, she's awesome. She really wants, before we get off, to come up here and say hi and tell you her favorite band and her favorite wrestler.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me make a note to make sure that we do that.
Yeah, she is she's the coolest kid.
Oh,
I know
dude,
I'm like
yeah.
biased and everything, man, but
she's like y'all's twin.
She's so much fun. She's so rad. Yeah, we'll talk to her later. Like, she's awesome. But so I think like my wife and I, my wife's from Texas. Her family is like her dad kind of lives out in like Marble Falls-ish area. And I think like I have like a big family here that I'm really close to, and I think we just kind of wanted that support system for like Birdy. We wanted her to grow up with like family around all the time, just kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I thought I would kind of not be into it after being in Texas for so long, but then I really like being back here. I like the seasons, even though there's like snow on the ground now and it's like 50 degrees out. There's still like something that's kind of like charming about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like people here, like someone put it where people here are, they're kind but not nice, and people in Texas are nice but not kind. And I thought that was like a really, because like Texas, you get that like, oh, bless your heart, but they're like kind of talking shit about you or whatever.
Exactly.
Where like here, people will be like, oh, you stupid piece of shit. You need help with that? I'll help you. You know what I mean? Like, they'll talk shit about you, but they're helping you while they do it, So I think like that East Coast mentality. I mean, I grew up here, so I've always kind of had that sarcastic, shitty sense of humor.
Like I didn't know.
So it's cool being back. I think I miss friends in Texas, but we went back. I went back to play that. We played a roller show in October after we hadn't played in a while, and Austin's a lot different, even in like the 7 years that I've been gone. Dude, when's the last time you guys have been back? Because you're out on the West Coast, right?
She's never been there.
No.
I haven't been back since the like September of 2020.
Yeah.
And from everything I've heard from everybody, like Champ Morgan and everybody, it's just like,
it's different.
And
man.
the whole Lost Well.
Yeah, well, I went to the new Lost Well when I went there, and that was awesome because like Tasha and Cello rule. You know what I mean? And like it was cool because like you see TA bartending there, and like when you go to a place like the Lost Well, Austin hasn't changed a bit. It's still full of like the raddest people who care about each other and like care about the scene, and it's just like home when you walk in. When you go to other places, it is a completely different scene. You know what I mean? But Lost Well does a great job of just like being real rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing people, and like I don't know if I would have made it like through. I mean, the last show that I saw at the Lost Well was Today Is the Day. The day before the pandemic, like everything shut down.
Oh, that's wild.
And it was them and Black Ops.
Yeah.
Or no, Dining with Dogs. Yeah, Dining with
Oh yeah.
Dogs.
I think Weakflesh played with Black Ops and Today Is the Day at Lostwell.
Oh shit.
But like,
Yeah.
well, it was like before that.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what a cool place, man. You know, cool place, cool people. But yeah, Austin is different. You know, to be the nicest about it. But everywhere changes, you know. You get a cool city and people catch on that it's cool, and then people want to go there.
Exactly.
You know, we're lucky that we had it for as long as we did. You know?
Yeah,
true.
It was awesome. Because even before I actually lived in Austin, like I would go to shows and festivals there and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. What was your timeline there? Like, what years you live there?
Like I think the first time I came there was like 2015.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah.
So you were there for like 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, before I actually moved to Texas.
Yeah.
Oh. Just kidding.
So that's why we came back here, and it's been a good move. You know, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, y'all seem to be living your best life, or
we're trying,
whatever the kids say.
Yeah, that's it, man. I just want to have fun all the time.
Yeah,
you know, that's it. I try and stay like positive, even when it's not easy, and like. Yeah, having a little one that wants to just like rage with you all the time is helpful.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
life is a dumpster fire right now.
Yeah,
for everybody.
Man, it is. It's a dumpster fire, but you know, but then I have like my rad wife, my rad daughter, cool little house, like band, and like it's enough for me to like keep going
to get through.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking about music and stuff, so how did you guys like get to the name Sexless Marriage?
So when I moved here, I worked with like Whole Foods forever. So when I moved to Massachusetts, I transferred from Austin. And then one of the dudes that I worked with was like, "Oh man, I like your band Weakflesh or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird," you know, like and then it happened to be this dude Greg, who's like one of my best friends of all time now, you know, and he's like, you know, he's played in like the Red Chord and plays in Umbra Vitae and like every other band around in the world, and he's like the best dude you'll ever meet. I listened to your show with Rec from Intercourse, and like he was talking about Greg just being like the nicest dude, and he is, like, he totally is, and we're like, oh, well, we should start a band, blah, 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 blah. And then we did. And that's how Sexless Marriage started. But when Mike, who also plays in every band,
Gunface,
they kind of came up with it because they play in every band together. And, you know, being in a band is kind of like being in a sexless marriage with however many other people, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it came from. Plus, it's just like, people hear it and they're like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Which like I love, you know. We get like people. I feel like you get like those kind of like machismo-y dudes who won't buy a T-shirt because they don't want people to, like, I have sex, dude. I'm not wearing like a you know, like, so that's kind of awesome too. Like, you know, I don't know. I kind of like that of it. But yeah, it just pretty much just came from that. And we all play. I just started singing for another band called Wormwood here. They've been around for a while. It's like 4/5 of Sexless Marriage and Chris Papecki, who was in like Doom Riders and
he was High on Fire for a minute.
Yeah, and so we just started doing that. Yeah, and he didn't want to sing anymore. He played guitar and sang. He didn't want to sing anymore, so they asked if I would sing. And I said, yeah, because it's 4 of the 5 of Sexless Marriage. So everything's very incestuous.
Very fluid.
But that's been fun.
It's like played, New Orleans.
We played, Converge did the Saddest Day Festival a little, like maybe like a month ago, if that. And it was at this huge club in Boston. And it was like Converge and Coalesce and Full of Hell and just like a bunch of rad bands, and we opened it. But I got to bring Birdy, and it was like totally the show where it felt like Spinal Tap, where you go into like this big venue and it's like follow the lines to catering in your dressing room, and so the first show that Birdy got to come to and see me play was like this wild experience where we had our dressing room that we shared with Stress Physicians, who were awesome people and awesome bands.
Stress Physicians are rad.
We had like a balcony off of our dressing room that looked over the stage. So when we were playing, it's supposed to see like my wife and Birdy up on like the balcony. Oh. It was wild. So to bring her to a show, I was like, yeah, this is how it is all the time, catering and but that was really cool. And all the Converge dudes are super nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, man. Like a lot of the people here have known, like a lot of the people in my band have known them forever, and it's just it's cool, man. It's a cool little scene around here,
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I know a lot of those dudes, and they're great people.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about now. We're all old enough. We've all like done whatever. Like surround yourself with good people. You know, that's it.
Exactly.
Have fun and surround yourself with good people.
Yeah. No beat down fucking bullshit.
Nobody needs that,
Yeah.
Nobody needs that shit. There's enough of that going around. You don't need it.
That is facts. So since you are in quite a few bands, do you have like a band or a moment that you can recall where you were like, no, I need to do music, like music is kind of my vessel for expression?
I don't know. I feel like I was always into music. Growing up, my neighbors are like older kids. I don't have any siblings or anything like that. I'm an only child. So we had like these older neighbors that were like skateboard metal kids, and so at like 10, 11, whatever, I got into like Metallica's Kill 'Em All, and they were like breaking into houses and listening to Dangerous Toys and skateboarding in like people's houses.
Dangerous Toys, another great
totally.
Texas
so
band.
Like, I remember there was this little market in the town that I grew up in called Plainville, Massachusetts. And it was like this old like mom and pop store. I remember going there when I was 10 and buying a Megadeth Killings by Business shirt. And it was just like, then I found Megadeth, found Ozzy, like all that shit.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like listening to music was always
just in general.
Yeah. And then I don't know, also growing up in like the MTV age where like the 80s, like everyone had music videos and everything was excessive, and you're watching these dudes just like Motley Crue like partying on TV and just playing music, and you're like, why the fuck would I not want to do that? You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah. I think it's just like it has the magazines and trading cards. You know what I mean?
Like, the trading cards, dude. That is something not a lot of people like. That was a huge thing for me.
That's how, as a kid, I found out who Chromax was, because of course, like then you didn't have computers or anything. And I remember you would like go through the cards, and it would always be like, like Poison and all this shit. And then it was Harley Flanagan, and it was like him playing bass, and he had a tattoo on his chest, and you were like, who the fuck is Harley Flanagan? You know what I mean? And you're like, Chromax, and then you like find a Chromax tape. And then that's like what was cool about music then too, is you would like just buy shit by like covers or
just because it looked cool.
Parental advisory sticker. Or that's a cool
name. And dude, the trading cards, the stickers that came with that, like introduced me to so many artists. That like I've always loved art, and like Chris Mars from The Replacements had some cards in there, and I was just like, well, who are the Replacements?
Yeah, totally. That's what it was. But that's what it was all about. You'd see something, you'd be like, this is cool, or this is weird. Like, what is this? And you would like have to go to a record store, or tape store, or whatever, and be like, all right, I'm buying this. Here's my allowance for the week. And
you're just shaking dice and gambling like Champ Morgan.
Totally, man. And that's what was awesome about finding music. I remember like getting into, I don't know. When I was a kid, I felt like death metal too, and like gangster rap kind of went like very hand in hand. Like I remember like going and buying like Ice Cube Death Certificate tape and like a Napalm Death tape, and it was like, yeah, these are both cool. And then like going home and listening to them, and it was just like awesome. Well, everything was like, it was didn't matter what it sounded like. It was just cool,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's just like I don't know. I don't know. Music's just always been such a part of like
absolutely.
Like my mom, she was like into music. She would always tape videos off MTV and stuff, and it would always be like Culture Club and stuff like that. But I remember when I was like
I'm
young,
a man.
she won tickets to Live Aid in London, like on a video show, and so she got to see like Queen and all like that stuff there. And so I think like I don't know. I think there's always kind of like an interest in music in my house, but I think it just was like an all-consuming thing. Like once I found it, and still to this day, I just want to like research everything. I want to listen to everything. I want to share everything I like with everybody that I like. It's just like music's just it for me,
Yeah, well, that's rad. Well, to piggyback off of that, like, are there any of the bands that you have listened to that you would 100% love to tour with, whether they are, not together anymore or currently together?
Yeah.
Like, is there, a band or a couple bands that you would absolutely love to tour with?
If you asked me when I was like, a young teenager, it was all like Motley Crue. Like Too Fast for Love, that was so awesome. And those dudes were like wild and just having fun and playing music. I think if you ask me now, if you could hit like that sweet spot between Masters of Reality and Volume 4 Black Sabbath, before they kind of went off the rails and they're just having fun and you just get to listen to them play the songs every single night.
Yeah.
Like I think that would be it. Like that's
actually that's a really good answer.
Because you get like rad fun Ozzy, who had to just be like, you're getting a story every night out of that guy. And Bill Ward's drunk as shit and having fun. And I just would imagine that they would be rad, and you get to hear like some of the cool songs.
And they're just
every night.
all just jacked up on cocaine.
Totally. Which like let's party, especially you're getting to the Volume 4 years, like they're getting wild. So I think that'd be fun. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm going with that era of Black Sabbath if I had to tour with anybody.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, we'll talk about like bands that you would like love to tour with and stuff. Like your dream show. Like what would it be? Like bands that are still together or not. Like if you could put like a festival together.
Yeah. Oh man. That's like, like how much time do you have? You got this like
and we got all the time that you do.
And then as soon as we get off of this, I'm gonna be like, why didn't I say that? Right? It's like my number, you know what I mean? Like you never really But I think like you think about this, and I don't know, friends at work, we always like to pass time, we'll like ask each other questions like this, just to like feel like the question that we asked each other the other day was like, you're about to die, like you're about to die, and you can only listen to 5 more songs before you die, and like that. So we were like going around with like that, which is like hard as fuck. And like you answer like now, but like tomorrow there's gonna be 5 different songs. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a great question. Feel free to use it out, people. It's awesome. But I think, all right, so this is what I think. I think I'm starting with like a 1984-85 Butthole Surfers. Gotta see that. Right? And then like Junkyard era Birthday Party.
Ooh.
Want to see that. These are all bands that I think to me are like, have been like some of my longtime favorite bands that I never got to see. And that just like, I feel like their shows would be a whole another existence. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen the Butthole Surfers, but not a different time. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're still awesome every time. They play everything you want to hear. Like that band just fucking rules all the time. You know what I mean? But there was the time that you could have seen them that was like the time.
Yeah, we were literally talking like, when I lived in Austin, like I met pretty much everybody from the Butthole Surfers. But when I moved here, me and her, we got to meet Gibby on her birthday.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
actually,
awesome.
yeah, it was just
That's awesome.
him and the School of Rock kids just played like a
Oh
cafe,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
it was like, oh hell yeah.
That's cool. When I moved to Austin in 2001.
Hmm.
And do you remember Star Seeds? There was like a little cafe that was like under 35 at like 38th Street. It might not have been there. When I moved there, it was like this awesome place where the music was loud and it was like Slayer. And you walked in and it was like, do not look at the cooks. The volume knob is broken. Like it was like an awesome, people were just smoking cigarettes. But we
Holy
went in
shit.
there like right when I moved there, and in the back of the place was Gibby just smoking
Oh.
cigarettes with like a 10-gallon hat on. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm in Texas. Like that was like a Texas moment to me,
Yeah.
which was like cool.
Dude,
And
have you
then
ever seen the picture? It was him and fucking Willie
and
and
Rocky.
Rocky.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yes.
Amazing.
This is one of the best pictures ever.
That's so good. Another fun little side note on Butthole Service, which I think is amazing, is my wife went to high school in Austin,
Mhm.
and she played clarinet in the school band, like our high school band.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the Butthole Surfers filmed Underdog. They did like the Underdog cover, and they filmed it at her high
What?
school, and she's like in the video playing clarinet,
That's
which is like
Dude,
amazing.
dude,
Weird
the
Butthole Service
Saturday
story, but like
mornings
cool.
cartoon greatest hits is like
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
favorite things ever.
Yeah.
That's
Like
Yeah, she
rad.
told me
Drew
that.
Barrymore
Like, that's
and
crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome. So like if you put on like you watch the video on YouTube, you'll see her for like a second walking next to like the float of them like
That's
playing clarinet. It's like
awesome.
cool.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
so wait, we got Stooges and
rad.
we got I think next I'm going Stooges, right? Like
Ooh. Mhm.
right before Raw Power comes out, before Dave Alexander gets kicked out of the band, Stooges,
Yeah.
my favorite band probably ever. And Raw Power is probably my favorite album of all time if I have to like pick an album that I just like love, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do we got? We got Stooges, Butthole Servers,
And birthday party.
Birthday Party,
Yeah.
MC5 around that same time. Just like such high energy rock and roll. I love them.
Yeah.
Dude, Detroit, like
Yeah.
rock music
Detroit.
in the late 60s.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you got
so good.
Alice, you got MC5, you got Stooges.
Even like the old Bob Seger system stuff is like so freaking good too, man. Like what a cool era. You have rock and roll for America.
Before he was doing truck commercial songs.
Before he was like a rock, he was rocking and rolling, I guess. Let's see, who else? That's like, I mean, feel like like you watch that Bad Brains CBGB's like 1982 show, and like nothing
HR
is
just doing backflips all over the place.
Man. Like nothing was faster or harder at that time, man. Like that's just so powerful to watch that. I feel like being there would be awesome,
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I feel like there's so many more, but I feel like those are like.
What about like
God.
some like newer bands?
Newer bands that I haven't seen. I don't know. I caught like a good end of some good bands. Like I got to see Dystopia once. If I hadn't seen Dystopia, they would have been
Literally,
like Burning Witch. I would have loved to
We're
see
literally
Burning
just listening to them like on the way to come home. Like,
yeah. I think Burning Witch I would have loved to have seen. That's like gnarly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Current bands are harder because I feel like there's still a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I kind of came out of left field with that one, but
yeah, no, but I think it's great because like I don't know, like there's like current bands that like you get to see. I don't like. I Hate God is always awesome, man. Like even after Joey died, and like you feel like, all right, Joe, that's like hard shoes to fill. Like just because those
Aaron's a great drummer. Like
they're still awesome, man. They're like that band is amazing because any like kid that gets into that music in like the last like couple of decades will always have I Hate God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you can still see them, and you can still like it's like they've gotten like cleaned up a little bit, but they're still I Hate God. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's amazing. Just for people that still have that band. And that's a
Speaking
band that like
of,
I would be listening to in like, you know, before I moved to Texas, growing up in my parents' like bedroom in my parents' house, and then became like friends with and played shows with. And that was like kind of one of the cool things about the Roller was there were so many bands that I listened to and like looked up to, and I thought were like these bands that we got to like play with and meet, and you realize like these people are like just rad regular people, and that's like cool. That's what's cool about music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, I
exactly,
think
dude.
like,
I mean, me and you, like, it was just like, this guy's kind of scary.
it's funny too, man, because
And then I was like, oh, nah, he's super nice.
I know, and it is funny because I get that a lot, and then it's like, oh wait, you're actually pretty like nice and positive. And like, yeah, I try, I'm pretty nice and positive. I just look like a mean homeless guy, you know?
Oh, you're not homeless, but you look mean.
Intimidating, maybe.
Speaking
yeah,
of
I
I
don't
Hate
know, like
God,
bands like the Melvins, bands that just like keep going and are still like awesome and are still like, I don't, Melvins keep doing different stuff. And what's awesome with the Melvins is I don't like everything they do.
yeah, I mean,
But I love a lot of the stuff they do, and I think it's cool that they do stuff that I don't like because they're like doing different stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
like we
They
don't
put out.
care.
Yeah.
Speaking of I Hate God, were you at the show at Barracuda where Mike uh like had to like tap out? Because I think it was like,
No,
oh dude.
no, I wasn't.
Or no,
No.
no. Was it a Barracuda or Mohawk? Either way, he had to tap out, and then it was just I Hate God karaoke.
Oh, that's wild. That might have been after I moved back here in 2018. So it
Okay, yeah,
might have been after my time there.
Gotcha.
I can't remember exactly what year it
Yeah, I know because
was.
I know he was going through like a lot of health stuff. I just
Yeah,
listened to he did that Turned Out a Punk podcast. You ever listen to that?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like 4 hours. And I listen to every minute of it. And it's so like interesting hearing him talk about because like I guess you don't realize like sometimes how old he is and how much he's been around for stuff and just like what a like treasure trove of New Orleans rock and roll punk rock history. You know what I mean? And
getting arrested with the Misfits and
no,
stuff.
man. Like who has that story? You know what I mean?
Right?
That story.
Like I asked him to come on the power bombed in the pit, and he's just like, I don't know, like much about new wrestling and stuff, and I'm just like, it doesn't matter, just please come on.
Let's just talk. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. I can't think of any really new bands. But
I mean, it is definitely hard, especially when you're like, okay, yeah, I dig this band right now, but just like you said, there is definitely still a chance that they may tour with some of these other people, and grow and
keep
everything like that. So yeah,
wishful thinking going. I guess.
Exactly.
So shifting into wrestling, how did you get into it?
I feel like I got into it. I remember like just watching it on like like Saturdays on TV and. I had an uncle who was into it, and I remember he took me to like, the shows. I remember seeing like Hulk Hogan back in like, the like mid to late '80s and stuff like that, like going to those. And I don't know. And then it was just like something that was just awesome, and it was always on. And there was like, I was like, very consumed by it as a kid. That's like all I want to do is watch it. I just want to wrestle with my friends. And
it's like metal and wrestling.
Yeah, and then I later on I have a cousin. I don't have, like I said, I don't have any siblings, but I have two cousins that are like as close to brothers as I'll get, and they're 5 and 8 years younger than me, and we just used to beat the shit out of each other. Like we had one of the big trampolines, and we'd be like power bombing each other, doing every move. I mean, it was mostly me because I was the older one, just kind of like wreck and chop,
Yeah.
But that's all we did, man. Like I remember just like my mom and I grew up with my mom and grandparents. I remember them just being like, "Stop wrestling in the kitchen," like us kids, just like always wrestling. But yeah, and I think I just like I watched it pretty religiously until I was like maybe like the end of high school, which is
Okay.
for me it was like the late '90s. I think it was like the ad. It was that like Attitude Era. I remember like D
Yeah.
Generation X was kind of like the thing, and then it started to split to like the NWO WCW stuff, and that's kind of like I don't know. I was like out of high school, living on my own, didn't have TV, so like you just kind of
Yeah,
fall off
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Um, but God, man, I remember watching just like every pay per view was like an event. We like
Absolutely.
I'd be like, I'll pay money to if we could rent it on, get the pay per view and stuff.
$40.
Oh, dude, I know it, right? And
It's like I gotta save all my
oh yeah, and I
like
used to tape them,
lawnmower
and
money.
yeah, right. Still, I think of my mom's. There's like boxes of VHSs that I
Right.
like taped the pay per view, and it'll be like SummerSlam '88, like that kind of stuff, like written on it, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. It was just fun, It was it's just like these grand characters beating the shit out of each other,
Yeah,
all
it
Yeah.
was
messed
just
up and
like, watching
wild.
like comic book characters come to life
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah. Oh yeah, it was awesome. And it's weird because I never got into comics. Still this day, I've never watched like a Marvel movie. It's just like I've
Okay.
never been a comic guy.
Yeah.
So, but like wrestling was always fun. It was just
Yeah.
like it was. I guess it was like real
Yeah.
superheroes back then. Because like especially when you're a kid, you don't realize like, the whole like everything that's going on behind the scenes and
Yeah. The
that
kayfabe
it's
part of
not
it,
like because I remember like just certain things that stuck with me as a kid that like I remember one of the first things they blocked it out, but it was Cowboy Bob Orton took his spur to Brutus Beefcake's head, and
Ooh.
there was like they couldn't show blood, and I remember like you could kind of see blood, and then they blacked it out, and then it was like kids in the audience just like crying and like drooling and snot, and like Beefcake's head's all bloody, and you're like, whoa, this is amazing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
still stuck like today. That and like when Jake the Snake had the snake bite Macho Man, and you can see like the
Yeah.
blood running down him, and you're like, oh, it's insane. And then like I don't know, there's like the story where Macho Man was like real paranoid and like
Oh yeah,
be
he
at the
was
end,
super
and
paranoid about it.
he was like, "You're gonna kill me with the snake. I wanted to bite you to make sure it's not venomous." Have you heard this story? Is that real? And then like Macho was kind of pissed, or things he was kind of pissed, so he kind of like shipped a little extra to fight Macho Man. But yeah, that's the thing. As a kid watching that, you're like, this snake is really biting this guy, and he's
Yeah.
bleeding, and it's wild.
Well, because I mean, it wasn't just like a small snake either. It was a pretty
No,
big
Yeah.
snake,
yeah,
right?
oh
Like,
yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
totally.
a
obviously.
cobra, right?
Yeah, it was a cobra. That's why it
Yeah.
was a cobra. And you're like, yeah, well, that's a poisonous snake. You know what I mean? Yeah, as a kid, you don't know that you can devenomize snakes. So it's just poisonous snake. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Macho Man was blind. He couldn't see. He's like swinging at him and he like can't see anything because the snake made him blind. It was fucking amazing.
That is gold right
Yeah,
there.
it's awesome.
Do you have like a specific match between two wrestlers that really kind of stuck with you, or that comes to mind as one where you were just like, that was fucking rad?
See, I don't know. I feel like kid wise, I have a lot of scenes like that stick with me. Like different things that happen where you're like, whoa, that's insane.
Hmm.
But then I think like I remember the Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match was like awesome.
Yeah.
I've been trying to show Birdie some of like the matches before they all left like Peacock that were like need to see matches. So we watched like the
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels Undertaker Hell in a Cell where like Kane comes and rips the door off and stuff. And that match is pretty awesome. Like Bret Hart and Stone Cold was a good match.
Mm, that's
Um,
definitely a good one.
I loved like I mean like I think every kid loves the Ultimate Warrior, right? Like how could you not? He was just
Absolutely.
like came out
Even though
raging,
he's the worst
looked
wrestler
awesome. His music is like
ever.
pumping. I remember like he fought that match where he fought Honky Tonk Man. Honky
Hmm.
Tonk Man's like, I'll fight anybody, and then Ultimate Warrior like runs down and just beats the crap out of it in like a minute, and then takes the Intercontinental belt and like runs away. You're like, that was amazing, you know. I love like when Piper and Flair had their kind of little thing when Flair kind of came. Like I thought that was like a lot of fun to watch when I was a kid, just because both of them were so like over the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Any like Jake the Snake thing was always like awesome when I was a kid, like the Snake Pit. He was just like so devious and like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. But I think I have more
hot
like
on crack.
yeah. Oh yeah, totally. But hey, it worked for him, you know?
Well,
for a while.
For good or for bad, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I think like I mean, of course, like the Undertaker Mankind match was like insane. Like those were good ones.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Razor Ramon earlier. Have you ever been to or played any shows at Paper Tiger in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, and their men's room bathroom door that has them on it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Oh, dude, it's super cool. Oh, my Birdie just came up. Do you want to?
Yeah, we can most definitely.
Birdie.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Birdie.
My name's Chris.
And
this
then
is Chris.
Hi.
Hi.
What did you want to tell him? You wanted to tell him?
I wanted to tell you guys my favorite band, my favorite wrestler, and I don't know any other things you want me to tell you.
Absolutely, we are here for it.
Talk away, girl.
Let's start with your favorite band. Who's your favorite band?
Favorite band. I like some early Aussie, like the first two albums. Motorhead.
That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah.
For punk, I like Ramones, Stooges, MC5, the basic foundation of that genre.
Yeah. That's rad. What do you like about those bands? What are some of the things that they do?
I like Ozzy because like he just has a good sound.
Yeah.
And Motorhead, I really like the sound of Lemmy's voice.
That is rad. That's awesome.
Same for Joey Ramone of the Ramones.
Yeah.
And the Stooges and the MC5, they're just all together like really good.
Yeah.
I think they played together too.
Yeah.
That's rad. Do you have any bands that are like, you know, currently making music that you are kind of digging?
Ooh.
That's a big question.
Good question. She really enjoyed watching Stress Positions the other day.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. We shared a room, so they became friends, and yeah, they were really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's been very into Blizzard of Oz lately. She'll put that record on a lot.
Hell yeah.
The other day she was in here with her K-pop Demon Hunter dolls listening to Show No Mercy Slayer.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's all over the place.
That's awesome. Oh, that's rad.
Oh my gosh.
When I met her kindergarten teacher, he said, yeah, I was asking people, I'm like, oh, who wants to listen to some music? Birdie, do you want to listen to some music? And he goes, and she said, yeah, do you have Children of the Grave by Black Sabbath? And he was like, oh, did someone say Kids Bop back then? Let's listen to Kids Bop.
Birdie, you rule.
That is awesome.
You rule. And then she did for her, was that this year? She did like who she looks up to, and she did a whole thing on Joey Ramone.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
pretty cool.
Definitely.
What about wrestler? Who's your favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
Well, hold
Uh,
That's okay.
so
We're on
thank you
Kid and
guys for
Dog
letting
time.
her. I went downstairs and I was like, "Are you listening to me up here?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's really cool hearing like your life story and the kind of like stuff."
Aw.
Dude,
That's-
you taught her well, man. Like she
Dude,
seems
cool.
like a rad little kid.
She has like real interest in it. You know, like we're listening to like Taylor Swift and like other stuff too, but she has like she wants to like put on records and look at them, and she wants to know the members of the band. I don't know.
That's rad. No,
Dude,
I mean
the fact that as young as she is, that she's just like, Oh, well, I like these people.
That's
Yeah, you got a
awesome.
wrestling buddy?
Is he your favorite wrestler, or do you have a specific favorite wrestler?
Um, uh, Dad got this for me for Christmas.
Oh,
That's
best dad.
I also like The Undertaker,
Ooh, what do you
and
like about Undertaker?
I just like how like creepy cool he is.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
Warrior, just like his energy. And
Yeah.
we saw this video. He kept trying to say Hulk Hogan, but he was saying it wrong.
You see that video? He's like,
Hulk
oh,
Hogan.
yeah, it's good.
I also like two of the Mick Foleys, Mankind and Cactus Jack. They're pretty cool.
Yes, they most
Hardcore.
definitely. Yeah.
That's so big on that board line.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
What about now? Who do you like for wrestlers now?
Yeah,
Shoot.
I know that's a pretty big
Rhea
question,
Ripley,
actually.
Rhea Ripley, Liv
Ooh, Rhea
Morgan,
Ripley, yeah.
Dirty
Mommy.
Dog,
Very gone. Yeah.
CM Punk.
Okay. What do you like about Rhea Ripley? Is it kind of like how you tend to go to Undertaker because she's a bit spooky?
I just like how tough she is.
I dig that answer.
Yeah.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
she kind of got me back into wrestling because I haven't watched it since like 2000, maybe here or
Okay.
there. But then when Raw came on Netflix, she was like,
Mm,
"Oh, what's Raw?" And I was like, "Oh, it's wrestling." And she kind of I had like old wrestling videos, so she kind of knew. I'm like, "We
yeah,
can watch it if you want to." And then we watched it, and now we watch it every Monday. Like we
that's
went to see
awesome.
Cena's last match in Boston,
Oh, wow.
where he fought Dirty Dom and became the Grand Slam champion. We were there. That was
Yeah,
like her
wow.
first wrestling event and mine first wrestling event in like
Like
what,
20
like
years or
30
something.
years probably.
Goodness.
So
God, I think Violet wants to play with me.
Good
so
segue. She's got this
yeah,
down.
yeah. So yeah, we got a dog.
Oh,
Oh, oh, pet that dog. Oh, pet that dog.
Yeah, so that's what kind of got me back into wrestling, and now it's kind of like our thing too. So it makes
yeah.
it more enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that's super rad. I have a son, he's almost 30, and he never cared about wrestling
Yeah,
ever. Like we like when he like I had him when I was really young,
yeah,
and like me and all my friends, we would watch Raw and Nitro and everything
yeah.
and pay-per-views, and he just never cared.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like, yeah, whatever. So it's all of a sudden that you have a tiny human that
Oh,
is
I know
into
it's crazy. You
Yeah.
wanna, buddy? Can you bring her downstairs? You want to say bye to these guys and bring buddy?
It was
Bye.
nice
Thank you for
talking.
coming on, Birdie. We appreciate you.
We can do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We are 100% doing this again.
Awesome.
Talking to you guys.
Just have a Birdie episode.
Yeah.
You should have a buddy. She'll talk to you all day long, and it'll be interesting too. I bet. Well, thank you, Brian. Yeah,
Fantastic.
she's awesome. But yeah, that's what kind of got me back into wrestling again. It's just watching it with her, and now it's
Yeah.
like our thing. You know what I mean? And it's cool.
That's
That's
rad. That's
super
rad.
sweet.
Well, thinking about furthering with some of the wrestlers that both you and her mentioned,
Yeah.
who might be on your Mount Wrestlebore?
All right. It's a good question. I want to hear yours afterwards too, because I
Okay.
think it's a
Okay.
good question. Yeah. Do you want to say yours?
Yeah.
Birdie wants to say hers.
Oh, hell yeah, Birdie.
She wants
Yeah,
that
let's
word.
yeah.
Good. Let's hear it.
Yeah. No, you first.
No, you go first. And then
Top
that's
four
my
favorite
turn.
wrestlers, Birdie.
Okay. My three favorites: Mankind, Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, and then I think Roddy Piper. Maybe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Excellent choices.
Will you bring the cord down with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Nice. All right.
I'm gonna do
Sorry.
this,
All
though.
right. Mine, I think, all right. I think mine would be, I think Piper's on mine as well.
Okay.
because Piper was just awesome, right?
Absolutely.
Like everything about Piper was awesome. He was a great heel. He was a great face. Piper's pit was awesome. Right. I think Piper, Shawn Michaels.
Ah, yes.
I love the Heartbreak Kid, man. I don't know what it is. I have my cousin who I was talking about that we used to wrestle all the time has a 3-year-old son who is obsessed with Shawn Michaels, and he dresses like him with a wig, and like he has like a wig for it, and he sings his like sexy boy song, and it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
That's amazing,
All right,
dude.
so Piper, Shawn Michaels, I think Stone Cold
Okay.
gotta be there, and then for me personally, maybe Jake the Snake is on there too. I don't know. I've always been a heel guy. I love heels. Then
Heels
and
are
now,
so fun.
I love heels. I love like Bobby the Brain Heenan heels. You know, like
Mhm.
I loved like growing up. I loved Ravishing McRude, and I loved Mr. Perfect and Million Dollar Man. Like those are like the heels that I loved growing up. But
Yeah.
I think Jake the Snake does it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, Jake, Piper, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels. Sticking to that.
Those are solid.
Okay.
Those are solid.
Well, I'm gonna agree with half of that. Stone Cold, Piper, uh, Mankind, and who else?
I know it's a question.
Yeah, that's a
it's a
hard one. I'm gonna say Andre the Giant.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. Because
Yeah.
I feel like Andre the Giant made, like I feel like Hulk Hogan was a big face of wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan sucks as a person, right?
Absolutely.
Dude, I lived right up the street from him when I lived in Florida, and I was almost on Hogan's Knows Best, but I was like, nah, they're trying to get me to sign off. I'm like, nah.
No. But I feel like the people that Hogan fought is what made Hogan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And like Andre the Giant, like if he didn't body slam Andre the Giant, that was fucking huge. You know what I mean? Like Andre the Giant, like what? And like all the stories around Andre the Giant are amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Andre the Giant's great. That's a great
Drink
one.
like 16 bottles of wine in one sitting.
Dude, seeing a beer can in his hand, it looks like a little tiny thing. You know, it's wild.
That's
a good one.
Yeah. I don't have very many on mine right now just because I'm such a new fan that there are so many names like come up for me in terms of, technicality, their entertainment level, and everything. But most definitely Stone Cold and Mankind would be on there. I think Stone Cold and The Rock are two of the wrestlers that I remember hearing most about growing up.
Yeah.
Like one of my uncles liked wrestling for a while until my dad and my other uncle took him to an event. And then because he really saw kind of some of the behind the curtain, moments, he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I didn't necessarily like interact with him on that level at all. But from what little I have, I love Stone Cold's entrances and his kind of maneuvers in the ring, and how he kind of developed his character and everything like that. So definitely
Stone Cold I feel like was like
really.
I feel like Stone Cold was perfect. He had like the music. Once that glass broke, he had that coming down drinking beers. You know what I mean? And then his promos were awesome. He was great in the ring. Like everything about Stone Cold is awesome. You know?
Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely.
Totally great.
Do you follow him on Instagram?
I don't know.
Oh, you should, dude.
Okay.
He has two cats named Poncho and Macho. And he's like, look at these cats. These are some solid ass cats.
Yeah, he's got a ranch.
He's cat dad Steve Austin now.
That's amazing. I love that. Good for him,
Yeah. Well, thinking along this vein a little bit, as kind of a silly little question for us, if you were a wrestler, what might your persona or your name be? What might be your gimmick, if you have one in mind, or if you.
So wait, that's like the hardest question for me. I don't know why. So hard because
No, it really
I feel
is.
like I would want to be something. I would want to be a heel, right? Like
Absolutely.
an absolute heel, man. Like
Yeah.
I just gravitate to heels, especially like a good heel who can also like go over. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
amazing. Like
Hmm.
that's great. But like gimmick, I don't know. I feel like I would want it to be something that was like so opposite
Of what you
what
normally like.
of like what I'm normally like. But I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a thinker. I even
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
to think about
Yeah,
this, like,
we both have.
well, what would I want to do? Definitely, I agree. Like, heels are way more fun than
yeah.
faces, because you can only do so much in your box,
Oh, totally. And I
and
feel like I'm kind of
everything.
pigeonholed in this look. Like I look like this. This is what I look like. I can wear like a three-piece tuxedo and I still look the exact same. I don't know what it is about me. I just always look like
Yeah.
this. It
Oh
doesn't
man,
matter.
you should go back to the short hair emo days.
I could do
Like,
that. I could be emo Mike, the wrestler.
There we go. There we go. Emo Mike.
Uh, which is
Yeah,
funny
it's
though, because like I remember even being into like rock and roll, like the whole like like there was like Raven, right? Who was like,
yeah.
I'm like, this guy is kind of like a dork, you know. And then, but like, I guess he was probably like a good wrestler and stuff. But
yeah,
and, like there was
and
what
he's
like the headbangers, right? They were like Mosh and Thrasher, and I was like, why are you guys trying to take this culture? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
But
this is a
uh,
culture, not a costume.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would have to think about that more. That's
Yeah.
like such a hard question for me. Like
Uh,
reinventing yourself as something else is wild, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah, well, because I mean, it's very interesting because, like, Brody King, being a wrestler, and I knew him as, a band member before I
yeah,
really, like, got into wrestling and everything. And so it sometimes when I'm watching his matches, I kind of wonder, okay, how much of this is actually him and
yeah,
his personality, or how much of this is,
yeah.
more of
You know, it's
kayfabe.
funny because I don't know him, you know, but like I've listened to God's Hate. I've heard that, and I haven't watched I haven't watched much AEW to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
when I found out he was a wrestler, I was like, oh, let me see like what this guy wrestles like. But I
Yeah.
feel like not knowing him at all, but
Yeah.
seeing him from like playing music and wrestling, I feel like he's kind of just the same. He's just kind of
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it
It's
seems
just
like he's
him.
him. You know what I mean?
If you've ever watched any live God Hates videos, it's pretty much just like a wrestling match, and he's just
Yeah.
throwing himself into people.
There's like one show that there's like a clip going around. It was an outdoor thing, and it's him just launching himself off the stage, and you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
you can tell he's a wrestler because one, it's an amazing jump into the crowd, and two, it's almost like he knows how to fall into people where he doesn't
Right.
crush them like these poor little innocent bystanders while he's this giant dude.
These
But
16-year-old kids just got crushed.
yeah, totally. But it's like, no, he looks like he knows what he's doing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I would just want to be. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Okay.
That's fair. That's
Well,
100% fair.
you marinate on it, and then when you and Birdie
Yeah,
come on
Yeah.
part two,
That's
yeah. Part two, we'll
that
have it
can be
ready.
a
We'll have our
yes.
tag team persona ready for you.
Yeah.
I'll fight
Let it
you.
percolate.
Yeah, yeah.
so we're not going to keep you too much longer. So for like one final question, who would be in your dream main event, and like living or dead, and like are there any like kind of like,
Stipulations.
stipulations that you
Yeah.
would put
Or types
for
of
it?
match.
You know, it's funny. I was joking with Birdie earlier about this, and I think it kind of came from that Royal Rumble where Mankind Dude Love and Captain Jack and all of it.
So
And
good.
I was joking with Birdy that if I had a dream match would be like a no holds barred Cactus Jack versus Mankind.
Oh
Which is like the stupidest thing, but it would be like so awesome if they were two entities
no.
that like you could watch that. But I guess that would almost be like watching like a Terry Funk Cactus Jack, because Terry Funk had a lot of that in him too. You know, back in the day before.
Do you know Champ Morgan?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, for like first thing this morning, like I woke up and he'd sent me a video, and it was the ECW man, Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, where all the chairs get launched.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was awesome. I mean, yeah.
I was like, "Thank you. This is
Oh,
the
I
way
love
I
that.
needed to wake up this morning."
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
so that would be great. I don't know, like I try and think of like mixing old versus new. You know what I mean? Because you kind of like,
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day, everyone fought each other. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
that was like cool. But like, I don't know. It's weird because I missed a lot of wrestling. Like I missed all of the 2000s of wrestling.
Yeah.
So like all the John
me too.
Cena, Roman Reigns years, like I missed.
Yeah.
I got to see John Cena as a heel the first time I really saw John Cena. And I was like, oh, this is cool. He came back as a heel. And then you realize like he's just kind of a likable dude. It's like it was like I don't know, like I never got into John Cena. I never actually thought I would be into John Cena, but like watching his last farewell
couple
tour
matches.
was like yeah, it was like kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
He seems like a really nice guy too. You know, like I was listening to the Conan O'Brien podcast with Nicole Byers on it. She's the girl from like Nailed It.
Shows on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was talking about working with John Cena, and she was like, yeah, everywhere I go, people are like, hey, nailed it, and yell it to me on the street, and it drives me crazy. And she's like, everyone just does this to you. It must drive you nuts. And she was like, and then he looked at me and said, no, I love it. Every person that does that to me is someone that I've connected with. And it's like why I do what I do. And she was like, wow, he's amazing. And I'm kind of an asshole. I should really be like, like yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, dude.
But I don't know. I think like, I would love to see like, I don't know, just like Stone Cold in his prime fight. I don't know who like a new good person would be, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody like Kyle Fletcher. Like for some reason he's coming to mind. Like
or
Hangman Adam Page.
Because they have
I know that AEW. That's AEW, right?
Yeah.
Should I watch AEW? I've never watched it.
I think you should. I think
definitely.
You should. I especially like if Birdy likes Rhea, there are some really cool, powerful, strong and gimmick female wrestlers in AEW right now that she
Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, like I think she would really like those. So
yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll just start getting into that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking with
that's how I got her into
this. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Mike, thank you so very much for taking the time, and definitely thank you, Birdy. Before we go, do you have any shameless plugs?
Check out Sexless Marriage. It's fun. The band I really dig. We just wrote some new stuff and we're gonna record it in February, I think. So hopefully by like March there'll be some rumblings of new stuff.
Hell yeah.
Well,
definitely
cool, man.
For that.
Yeah. This has been absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
100%. It's been awesome for us too, man.
And with our surprise guest,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Birdie's the best, man. And she'll like wrestling and tunes. She'll talk to you all day about it. And so will I. So like it's great, But yeah, you guys are awesome. This has been so much fun, and thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate it. And once you guys get some new stuff, look out if you want to come back on and have Birdy like be your co-guest again. Then we're here for it.
We're in. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. Well, we'll be in touch.
All right.
Perfect.
You have a good night, man.
Birdy wants to say bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Birdy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It was definitely really fun talking to you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You
All right,
have a
guys,
good night,
thank you so much.
Birdie.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hey everyone, this is Carissa. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for joining us today as we listened. Hey everyone, this is Carissa. I just wanted to stop in and say thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. You know, everyone starts out small, and every like and subscribe definitely helps to get the channel out to others. We appreciate every single one of you nerds, as we nerd out with other nerds. So from Chris and I, a tremendously huge thank you. We have a ton of great stuff coming your way. So do a frog splash from the top rope, grab your battle vest, headbang to that sick guitar riff, and stick around to see who might be making their way to the ring next.